Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Norn9 Var Commons. And we are still on Nanami and Akito's route. And we have once again had to insert a beginning because I don't know where to break things as I'm reading them again. I'm not sure this is going to end up being 2 parts or 3 parts, so I had to record these and insert them afterwards so I could properly distribute everything. So, wherever we happen to be right now, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Oh, actually, we'll go ahead and get this one bad ending here, because I think it might not be as long, because it's not the definitive bad ending, I don't think, so I think we can add this to the video. So let's erase his memory and see what happens here. Don't erase it. What?
Thank you.
Are you sure this is what you wanted?
Yeah. Oh.
Shukuri!
The water should be flowing now. Man, I didn't expect this to be so painful. Is this the burden I was causing him to bear until now? Don't cry. Hey, don't cry. This is nothing. Honestly, Kakeru's handcuffs were actually way worse than this.
But Kagami said, if a non-Esper uses a power, that person will die. Please, give me your power. Don't strain your body any further.
Calm down, I'm fine. Kagami originally wasn't an Esper either, and he's alive, right? It doesn't mean that I'm going to die instantly.
But...
I actually didn't know you had such facial expressions.
What?
All this time, you've pretty much only shown one expression. Now all of a sudden, you start laughing, crying, and getting angry. I can't keep up with all this new stuff.
You're the one causing all this. It's not my fault.
I see. So these tears are all mine too, huh?
Shukuri carefully wiped away my tears with his finger.
Don't you worry about me. I'm just not used to the power yet. Come over here.
Why?
Just come on.
What are you doing?
Hey, you said you didn't mind.
Didn't mind what?
If I make you mine.
Stop!
You know, it's kind of annoying when you act hesitant like that. Don't run away, you crazy girl.
Shukuri.
Huh, you're really faithful considering you know that Shukuri isn't my last name. Call me by my name. I told you to call me by my name, so do it.
There's no need for that right now.
Oh, is that so? I guess I'm going to have to make you say it.
Stop it!
No, because you didn't stop when I asked last time.
That last time?
When we were in that dream.
Oh, so fluffy.
What are you doing? Stay back!
It feels really nice.
Anything but the ears. It's super ticklish there.
No. So cute. Oh.
My, how the tables have turned.
Shukuri.
I don't think that's the word you meant to say.
Shukuri!
You still won't say it?
Akito!
Finally. Jeez. I like you. How about you? What do you think about me? I'm sorry. We should head back now.
We made our way back to the city. It was filled with people's cheers. They had discovered the water was flowing again. Shukuri quietly stared at all of them. From where I stood, he seemed somewhat sad. I wonder if he's remembering the past, about what happened in their village. I wonder where Ichinose and the others are right now.
I wonder.
Aren't you worried about them?
It's a bit late to think about that now, don't you think?
You're right, but Toya isn't with them right now, and there's no one to stop Yuiga when he starts harassing Ichinose. I've been wondering for a while, why don't you ever stop Yuiga?
Stop what?
Yuiga's harassment of Ichinose.
Because I'm the one who requested that.
What? You wanted Yuiga to be hassling Ichinose.
No, not that. I told him to take care of Senri. I told Kakeru that we're brothers. When I saw him for the first time in ages, he wouldn't leave his room or eat anything. I wanted to do something about that, but he's too old to have his brother taking care of him now. So that's when I asked Kakeru to look after Senri.
But it looks more like he's just venting his anger towards him, rather than looking after him.
Well, he's probably actually legitimately irritated by him. However, it's thanks to him that Senri started coming out of his room more. He even started talking to that girl, Koharu, too. I'm very grateful for what they've done.
So, there was a lot of meaning behind Yuiga's actions. Nijo told me before that maybe Yuiga's actions were being taken the wrong way.
That's true, but knowing him, all that misunderstanding is probably planned too. I thought I was starting to understand him, but I don't think I ever quite saw the real him.
The real him. Maybe I don't really know much about this person either. This is the first time I heard about Yuiga. I think I'll be able to get a little more out of him on this occasion. So, Shukuri, are you...
Who?
Akito.
Yes, what is it?
Are you pretty close with Yuiga and Nijo?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
What do you guys talk about?
Sakuya complains about Kagami, or whatever Kakeru's saying about Senri. Oh yeah, Kakeru's the one who told me that Senri adored Koharu.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't heard anything from Koharu?
Koharu's only talked about Yuiga.
I see. I guess there's no hope for Senri.
I didn't say that she likes Yuiga. I meant that she's always worried about him. I really have no idea who that kind girl was looking at. Then what were you telling them about?
Me? I really didn't share much on my own. I just answered whatever questions they had. Why do you want to know about that?
Let's see, I want to know more about you. Because I want to know more about you.
There's no point in me telling you about those stories, though.
But I want to know anything. I want to know what things you talk about with other people.
Huh, is that so?
Yup, that is so.
Hey, do you...
What?
No, it's nothing. You're okay with heading back now, right?
Yeah.
It feels like the ship got so much bigger. This place has always been huge. You're right, but when you used to go upstairs, Kakeru would be working on the fields, or Ron would be taking a nap.
If I was having fun in the library, Sakuya and Mikoto would be doing something while looking super serious about it. They're all gone now.
That reminds me, where did Kagami go? I haven't seen him in a while.
Masamune, you came back!
Sorry for taking so long.
Seriously, so much stuff happened while you were gone, you know.
Yeah, I heard from Itsuki. Everything. For now, I'm glad that not everyone ended up leaving. I'm glad that at least you guys stuck around.
Aren't Koharu and the others just heading off to the world a little earlier than us?
Those guys aren't headed to the world. They're headed to the enemies of the world.
What do you mean, enemies? It was a trick.
That's probably the case for Koharu, and most of them. Kakeru, though, I'm not so sure. Back when Kakeru was really young, he was captured by Shiro Yuiga. The world rescued him, and he'd been living a normal life, but I wouldn't be surprised if he got brainwashed somehow when he was captured.
Yuiga? No way.
I don't want to sound rude, but if you thought that, then why did you let such a dangerous person on the ship? It's because of the trial for those who have been granted these powers.
The trial?
Is Miss going to be okay? Mikoto, she's over with Natsuhiko right now. So, that stud's called Natsuhiko. I'm not really sure what he's up to right now. I see. Well, I was just happy to see that she was doing well.
How does Toya know about the people Mikoto was with? There's so much going on now that I don't know anything about. Shukuri, how can you be so calm right now? Ichinose might be in danger too.
Whoa!
The ship is trying to take off. The ship's going to fly, even while we're all separated like this. Chapter 7. Just quietly following behind him. My condition worsens when I'm exposed to a night breeze.
Whoa, Shiranui. Were you tailing me again?
You didn't know she was following him. I'm going to make sure you don't strain yourself until we reach our destination.
Then shouldn't you just be right next to me?
You didn't have a proper meal today. Are you in so much pain that you can't even eat or sleep?
That's not it. There's a lot on my mind.
Is this about what Toya said? Yuiga's father was an enemy of the world. That was the information that Toya had shared with us yesterday. He is negotiating with the world in an attempt to save the others, but I got the feeling that this would be a futile effort. Even if help does arrive, you can't be certain that everyone will obey. Like the way Mikoto reacted, for example. So if things don't work out, we'd be enemies? Learning Shiro's identity surprised me, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I saw it coming. He is a man who exudes evil. I didn't immediately think of him as a blood relative of someone bright like Yuiga. Instead, he felt darker, like my own relatives. A clan of shinobi whose bloody work was trading people for money, a business we closed long ago. I bet that most people think that he's nothing more than your everyday landowner. My shinobi training is merely imitating my grandparents' old tales, so it's not like I know actual shinobi techniques or have training. The Shiranois are no longer shinobi. However, that doesn't mean we were able to rid ourselves from the darkness of that world. We simply pivoted from stealing lives to erasing memories. In this regard, that man is quite similar to us Shiranois. He too radiates the evil that he accumulated over many, many years. I doubt that I was the only one who distrusted him, and yet, a lot of the group ended up following him. Koharu, Nijo, Ichinose, and Yuiga. They each chose a different path in order to try and protect the things that were most precious to each of them. Even I would have gone if Akito had decided to go with them. In order to save Akito, All I could do was obey that man, so I did. People might laugh at me for being so foolish. My past self would have called my actions naive. And yet, I actually like myself right now. Protecting Akito makes me feel a sense of self-worth that I haven't had before. So while I may be foolish and naive, I think I'm doing the right thing because, at least right now, I don't have any regrets. I wish that everyone is okay, even though there may come a day when we become enemies.
So, apparently Toyo was captured by Kakeru's father all this time. I hear Sakuya is the one who helped Toya out.
I see. So that's why Toya hasn't returned for so long. We should have stopped everyone from leaving after all.
Well, if Sakuya hadn't gone over there, Toya wouldn't have been saved. You remember what Sakuya said before he left. He said that everything will be alright.
What do you mean?
Who knows for sure, but I feel like Sakuya has always been looking one step ahead. At first I thought it was because he was just planning ahead, but that's probably not it. He's probably got some kind of power. I think that power is the reason Sakuya was able to help Toya out too, although I'm not really sure what type of power it is. But if Sakuya said it's going to be okay, I feel like I can trust him. I believe that we're safe and the future will be okay.
What? Kageru's back? I instantly recognized the ivy snaking directly at us, a power that had caused us so many problems. This must be Yuiga's power. However, it was different from those times he used the vines playfully. The sharp ivy darted towards us with killing intent. I'm going to get some help.
It's fine. I'll deal with him.
No!
Let go, Shinonoi.
Don't use your power, please.
Shinonoi, stand aside.
Why do you strain yourself so much? Is it because Nijo said everything would be okay? That doesn't just mean you can go crazy. It's not a guarantee that you'll be completely fine if you keep using that power. Please, Akito. So many pictures.
Look, if you can't trust Sakuya, then trust me instead. I'm telling you that I'll be fine. I'm not going to die.
Akito. Akito!
You seem a bit bothered. If I were Kakeru, I wonder what kind of face you'd be making. You'd probably just turn him away, and he'd get so ticked. Serves him right.
Akito!
Jeez, come on. It looks like you're the one who's about to die.
Because...
Look, there's no way I'd die. I'm going to be fine, so just stop your crying.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I worry because you strain yourself so much.
Shut up. You should go back to your room.
I'm staying here.
You know what time it is? I'll kick your butt if you don't go back.
You can't even drink water on your own.
What did you say? Ugh.
See, you shouldn't be moving. Relax and get some rest.
Damn it.
I'm going to go get some more water.
Sorry.
What else would be good for him right now? I quickly realized that he hadn't eaten a real meal yet. Mikoto says that eating simple foods is important when you're trying to bring someone back to good health. But in his state, even white rice seems like it would be a bad idea. Maybe porridge. Wash the rice, let it simmer, and then throw in some herbs. There we go with those herbs again.
Shinonoi, why don't you serve the food?
What about adding herbs?
Hey, listen. You eat a lot when I cook because you like my cooking, right?
Yeah.
So why do you want to change the way the food tastes by adding a bunch of weird stuff?
It's not weird. Herbs are good for your body.
I'm already balancing the nutritional content of the food when I cook it in the first place.
But this is just rice that was simmered. That's barely any nutrients. And this isn't something that Shukuri made.
Ugh. Every freaking time, you two idiots find ways to cook something even more disgusting than before. You better clean up all this crap.
If I'm the only one who will eat it, then cooking this will be pointless. Let's see. Well, for the bad ending, we have to add a dash of herbs, so we'll go ahead and do that. And see if we get the bad ending or if there's some kind of non-committal thing that goes on. Maybe if I just add a little. I made you some porridge.
You trying to kill me or something?
I hope he's not allergic to these herbs. I only included a little bit of herbs.
I told you not to put that stuff... Oh, don't make that face.
Herbs are good for your body. He slowly reached out to take the porridge. Don't force yourself to eat it if you don't want to.
I'm hungry. Ugh, how is this so bitter?
It's good to help restore your health. Good medicine always tastes bitter.
Yes, but there's a limit to that. I think I figured it out. You're focused way too much on the nutrition, and you end up cooking something that people can't even eat.
Too focused.
We should cook together someday.
Yeah.
Don't tell anyone about what happened on the roof. We don't know for sure if that was Kakeru.
Yeah. Shukuri is kind. To his friends, to his brother, and to me too. But he's never kind to himself. Akito continued to sleep. Using the water power probably took a heavy toll on his body. When the ship arrived at its destination, we were still in this condition. We've arrived. Should we really go through with this? Everyone, please! I need you all to come with me! If we reach our destination, it is going to be a disaster! I am sure all of you were wondering about how we got our powers in the first place, right? I thought we had these powers to protect others, but that is not the case at all! We were never able to figure out what she meant by those words.
Is Akito alright?
He says that it's not a problem, but he's obviously straining himself.
I see. You guys should head over later. I'll talk to the others for you.
I should go prepare Shukuri's meal.
Again? Oh, you guys are still here. Hey, and the rest already went over to the world.
I know. Shukuri and I are the only ones here because of our special circumstances.
Ah, so Aki is still sleeping, eh? I've been asleep until now because my head was pounding. I'm heading after the other two. The only ones left on board are you guys and Sarata, who's still in the Hyoko's room. Look after this place, will ya?
Yeah.
Man, finally time to go face the world. It seems so long ago that we were all suddenly summoned and then whisked off to travel with strangers.
It feels like it went quickly to me.
Well, I'm sure time and love goes by in an instant for girls in love.
What? Stop saying such weird things.
It warms my heart. Girls shine the best when they love and are loved in return.
That's all you ever seem to talk about. Don't you ever get tired of having such a one-track mind?
Not at all. It's important for me to support a girl's romance.
Important? Why?
Well, I guess I can tell you this now. In the past, a girl that I was close to fell in love. At the time, I was too busy to help her out, and I've never let myself forget about how I wasn't there when she needed it. I think loving someone is a beautiful thing, regardless of what form it's in, so I figured I'd better meddle for the sake of love than to forever regret a missed opportunity.
If that's how you feel, then why don't you tell me the procedure to transfer powers? I spilled everything to Kagami after Akito fainted. I requested that he transfer the power that's eating Akito's body to myself. However, he declined.
Now who's the one with the one-track mind? That's all you ever ask, though you know my answer won't change. You already have a power. You cannot hold on to two powers. It'll destroy your body far worse than what's happening to Aki.
Blood spew forth from every opening in your body, killing the person.
It's not like Aki has no tolerance at all for the power, so just keep an eye on him for a bit longer. Just calm down, okay?
Akito says the same thing, but how can you possibly expect me to be calm in this situation? Don't tell me that you believe Nijo's words too.
Saku's words? What are you talking about?
I told Kagami exactly what Akito had told me. After that, Kagami stared straight ahead, like he was thinking really hard about something.
This is the first time I've heard any of that. However, I do seem to recall him mumbling to himself the words, "There's no more time."
No more time for what?
I'm not sure. He spoke pretty softly. Well then, I'm heading out. I'll see you two later.
Akito, he doesn't look like he's going to be awake anytime soon. The power must be really stressing his body to the limit. I wonder if the world would be able to help Shukuri out at all. You're... Where do I remember him from? Who is this? Could it be... Is that the raider Mikoto was talking about? He disappeared. It is the person Akito met on the roof. Akito!
It's you. Why'd you come here?
Akito! Who is this person?
I've known him since we were kids.
What?
This is the one who taught me how to transfer powers. They even helped me out when I left my clan and was wandering the world aimlessly. I don't even know their name or have any real way to refer to them, but I know they're a good person. What's with you today? This is the first time you have shown yourself to someone besides me.
So you finally took on a power, even after I stopped you from doing it so many times.
Yeah, but this is what I wanted for myself.
This is...
It must be the same power as Otomaru's. I can't hear any voices, but I can definitely feel the emotions inside me.
I learned that you were still aboard the ship, so I have come here to share information with you.
Information? Are you finally going to tell me your name?
Yes, my name is Ion. I am the one that you refer to as the world. You're... the world. In order to maintain peace on this planet, I've established a presence in each country to prevent any conflicts from arising.
Whoa, I knew that you weren't human, but to think you were actually the world itself.
More accurately speaking, I am a humanoid weapon that was created in the year 2080.
2080?
It's 1919 right now. 2080 is in the distant future. In the year 2000, due to constant warfare, this planet and all its life was exhausted. However, humanity showed no inclination to stop fighting. In the year 2060, World War IV had begun. It was a conflict on a scale that was magnitudes larger than any war this planet had ever seen. All of humanity was simultaneously the aggressor and the victim. Even children were routinely armed with guns for self-defense.
Guns?
A gun is a small, portable, highly effective killing weapon. With it, one human can easily and quickly kill another.
And that's what the world turns into in 2060? How do you know all this?
It's because I was created in that era. So you're saying that you came from the future like Suzuhara did? No, that is incorrect. The year 2060 is the distant past. It is currently the year 8075. The people sought a way to resolve the problem. However, weapons once taken up are not so easy to put down. Self-preservation is a natural human instinct. Accordingly, the World Culture Reinitialization Plan was conceived. This plan was called the Reset for short. All of human culture would be deleted, and the planet would be restored to its original state of lush, verdant nature. Human civilization would be reset to approximately level 7 or 8. The year 2080, about which Heishio Tomoru asked, is the date of the first reset. All of human civilization was successfully reinitialized. According to the original calendar, it is the year 8075. 3 resets have been performed. No way! The powers you Espers possess are necessary to perform the reset. All 9 Espers powers are connected to the reset. Barriers to protect life, fire to delete civilization, water to refresh the devastated earth, plant life to breathe life back onto the land. Even human memory is subject to the reset. Memories? All human memories will be erased using my power. Yes. You will not be required to do this. I am the one who performs the reset. You simply return your powers to me. You will be put in no danger. The 9 Espers will decide whether or not to perform a reset, and all of you will return your powers to me. Recordings, inserts. Oh, it's always so difficult to figure out where I need to insert endings and beginnings when you're coming close to an end. So anyway, once again, I'm not sure where this is going to fall, but I'm gonna have to end this video here or else the video is gonna end up being like an hour and a half long. So I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye, everybody.